Hey there yogis, how are you today? My name is Crystal Gray. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to do half moon B. It's a really great standing balancing pose and it takes a lot of focus. I'll let you know a little bit about the benefits, such as what it strengthens, what it opens and stretches, as well as some other therapeutic benefits of this pose. Also throughout the video, I'll show you some common mistakes and how to fix them. So if you're trying to learn Sanskrit, ardha means half, and chandra means moon, and asana means pose. All right, so some of the benefits of this pose. This pose strengthens the ankles, the feet, the legs, the obliques, and the side body, as well as the spine. It lengthens the spine as well. Some of the body parts it stretches are the chest and shoulders, the thighs, the hamstrings, and the side body. Now, there's even some therapeutic benefits. Some of those are that it can relieve menstrual cramps. Who wouldn't want that? It can also reduce fatigue, help with indigestion, help you ward off osteoporosis, as well as help you with anxiety and even backache. For today's practice, you'll want 2 blocks. If you don't have them, it's okay. But if you do have those yoga blocks, go ahead and grab those now. All right, yogis, so let's dive into learning this pose. Meet me at the top of your mat. All right, so there's a couple different variations of half moon. The first variation would just be half moon A, which is a standing side stretch. The second variation, which we'll be working towards, is a standing balancing pose like this. All right, so first of all, what are some prep poses that you can do to start preparing your body for this pose? One of the simplest ones that you can start doing is Tadasana, standing mountain pose. So this is a great prep pose because it really strengthens the legs and the lower body as well as the ankles and the feet for half moon B. The next one that you could do is Warrior 2 to open up the inner thighs. Triangle, same reason, as well as opening up the hamstrings. Side angle stretch. And Goddess pose. All right, so now how do we get into this pose? I love using blocks for this pose. It just helps you to have the correct alignment until you've been practicing it for a long time. Blocks make it much better. All right, so I'll show you what I mean by that. So whenever you're using the blocks in this pose, notice how my side body's nice and long. So whenever people newer to the pose decide not to use the blocks, first of all, they might have to bend the standing knee. Second of all, see how rounded my spine is in order to touch the ground? You want the spine to be nice and long, just like it would be in Trikonasana, triangle pose. All right, so let's get into it. Grab your blocks. Start in like a monkey pose here. So your feet are together. Hands are just a little bit wider than the shoulders, spine is long. Now from here, ground down into the base of the left foot. Okay, and then lift the right leg up. Come light onto the right fingertips and bring your left hand directly under the shoulder. Start to stack the hips. Now you might notice here, or you might not, that the foot goes behind your back a little bit. So instead you want to tuck your tailbone and bring the foot in front of the body. From there, if it feels good, you could start to lift the right hand up towards the sky. Now you don't have to do that. It's easiest if you keep looking down, but you can also look sideways or up. All right, so let's try it on the other side. Grab your blocks and move to the other side. Come into your monkey pose. Ground down into the base of the right foot. Lift the left leg so the toes are pointing down at first. Then stack the hips, turning the toes out. And come light onto your left fingertips. Bring your right hand directly under you, so under the shoulder. Now make sure your side body is long. So if the block's too close to the foot, you're gonna have a rounded back. So you need to make sure that the block is directly under the shoulder. Twist the belly button open towards the sky. If it feels available to you today, reach the hand up. It's okay if you fall out of the pose. Now, what happens if the bottom foot turns in? Okay, that happens a lot because it's easier to balance that way. So make sure that the bottom foot stays facing straight forward. Reach through the crown of the head. Now there's some other ways that you can come into it once you get a little bit more advanced. So maybe you just want to use one block. Place that out in front of you. So you can be in something like Warrior Two, it could come into triangle, and then come right into your half moon. Other variations, maybe you don't even use a block, okay? The hand can come to the ground, but only if you can keep your spine long. Now, something you want to remember too is that the lifted leg is actually parallel to the ground. So you're not trying to lift the lifted leg as high as you can. You really want to try to be in pretty much a straight line from the heel to the crown of the head. All right, now there is a way that you could use a wall. I'm going to have to just use my wall right over here by my window so you can see. So what you'll do is pretty much start in the same exact way you just did and bring the foot up to the wall. Now you want to make sure that your legs can both be straight, okay? And then again, bring the hand under the shoulder. But it helps so much here if you can push into the wall. It makes it much easier to balance. Okay, and then just try it on both sides. All right, I hope that helped you. If you want me to take a look at your pose and give you some feedback, make sure that you post it over on Instagram and tag me, Crystal Gray Yoga. All right, let me know in the comments how this video helped you. I'd love to hear, and let me know what else you'd like me to help you with, and I will be happy to create those videos in the future. All right, Yogi, have a great day. Namaste.